You steer your battered ship through the violet fog of the nebula. The sensors are screaming. They do not like the magnetic interference here, but you ignore the warnings. You have heard the whispers in every cantina from Saul to Sirius. They speak of a bazaar hidden between the folds of space. A place where mistakes are currency. A place where you can buy a do-over. You check your pocket for the faded photograph. It is your reason for coming here. The nebula clears suddenly. A massive structure looms ahead. It looks like a city carved from a dead moon. Lights flicker in colors that do not have names. You guide your ship toward the docking bay. The landing gear groans as it deploys. It sounds like an old man getting out of a chair. You really need to grease those hydraulics. The airlock hisses open. You step out onto the metal grating. The air smells of ozone and Old Spice. It is not unpleasant. It smells like memory. You walk down the ramp and look around. The hangar is filled with ships of every design. Some look like sleek silver needles, others look like flying bricks. A small drone hovers up to you. It scans your face with a red laser. You try not to blink. The drone beeps once and flies away. Apparently, you are clear to enter. You adjust your jacket and check your credits. But credits are useless here. You know that. You walk toward the large blast doors at the end of the bay. They are covered in rust and strange graffiti. You can hear the hum of the market beyond. It sounds like a million voices whispering at once. You take a deep breath. This is it. You push the button to open the doors. Nothing happens. You push it again. Still nothing. You kick the door. It slides open with a screech. Typical. Even in a magical space market, the maintenance is terrible. You step through the threshold. The noise hits you like a physical wave. You are standing on a balcony overlooking a vast cavern. The market stretches down into the dark. Stalls are stacked on top of each other. Bridges made of light connect them. Creatures of every species move through the crowds. You see humans. You see beings made of crystal. You see floating clouds of gas. Everyone is searching for something. You grip the photo in your pocket tighter. You descend a spiraling staircase. The steps are made of translucent glass. You can see the void beneath your feet. It is a little unsettling. You focus on the destination. You reach the ground floor. The crowd parts around you. A figure steps into your path. He wears a hood that hides his face. His cloak seems to absorb the light around him. He holds up a hand. It is pale and has too many fingers. He does not speak. His voice echoes inside your head. It feels cold. He demands a paradox before you can pass. This is the gatekeeper. You were warned about him. You have to answer correctly. If you fail, you get tossed into the void. No pressure. You think about the riddle. He wants something that moves but stays still. You look at the crowd. You look at the photo. You realize the answer is simple. It is a memory. It travels with you, but never changes. You project the thought at him. The figure pauses. The hood nods slightly. He steps aside. You let out a breath you did not know you were holding. That was close. You move past him into the main thoroughfare. The stalls here are overwhelming. One is selling jars of bottled starlight. Another offers blades forged from comet tails. But you are not here for weapons or trinkets. You walk deeper into the bazaar. You stop at a table covered in velvet. It is cluttered with ordinary objects. There is a rusted key, a broken watch, a child's toy. They look like junk, but they are pulsing with a faint blue light. You reach out to touch the watch. The vendor watches you. She is an old woman with eyes like polished stones. Your finger brushes the metal. A shock runs up your arm. Suddenly, you are not in the market. You are in a field of tall grass. The sun is warm. You hear laughter. It is a memory of a summer day, but it is not your memory. You pull your hand back. The vision vanishes. You are back in the clamor of the bazaar. The old woman smiles. She tells you these are echoes. They are moments discarded by others. You can buy them if you want. You could live 1,000 happy afternoons. It is tempting. Who wouldn't want to trade their trauma for sunshine? But that is not why you are here. You shake your head and move on. The path winds downward. The light gets dimmer. The stalls here are different. They do not sell objects. They sell intangible things. You see a sign written in shifting smoke. It offers courage for sale. Another promises talent. You wonder how they package that. Maybe in a spray bottle. Instant talent, just add water. You approach a booth draped in heavy chains. The merchant is a massive being made of rock. He is chipping away at his own arm. Sparks fly with every hit. He places a glowing shard on the counter. He sees you watching. He grunts. He asks what you are willing to pay. He does not want money. He points to your left hand. He wants the dexterity of your fingers. In exchange, he offers the strength of a mountain. It is a literal trade of self. You look at your hands. You need them to fly your ship. You need them to fix that squeaky landing gear. You decline the offer. The rockman shrugs and goes back to chipping. You continue walking. The atmosphere grows heavy. The air feels thick and oily. You have reached the shadow sector. The vendors here do not shout. They whisper from the darkness. A slim figure beckons you. He is wearing a suit that looks too expensive for this place. He smiles. His teeth are perfectly white. Too white. He holds up a small, black vial. He says it contains oblivion. One drop and you forget your worst mistake. You could sleep soundly again. No more nightmares. No more guilt. It sounds like paradise. You stare at the vial. You think about the fire. You think about the screams. You could erase it all. But if you erase the mistake, you erase the lesson. You would just be a person with a hole in their mind, and you might make the same mistake again. That is a terrifying thought. You tell the merchant no. His smile falters. He looks disappointed. He puts the vial away. You walk away quickly. You check your pocket again. The photo is still there. The path opens up into a circular plaza. The floor is etched with glowing runes. People are standing in small groups. They are chanting softly. You see contracts floating in the air. They are written in letters of fire. This is the place of whispered contracts. You have to be careful here. A slip of the tongue becomes binding law. You see a young man arguing with a floating scroll. He looks desperate. He shouts that he did not mean forever. The scroll flares red. It wraps around him like a snake. He vanishes. Well, that was disturbing. You keep your mouth shut. You do not want to accidentally sell your soul. You thread your way through the chanters. You spot a stall made entirely of mirrors. But they do not show your reflection. They show variations of you. You stop and look. In one mirror, you are a king. In another, you are a beggar. In a third, you are dead. It is disorienting. You see a version of yourself that never left home. That version looks happy. A voice beats from behind the glass. It asks which life you prefer. You can step into the mirror. You can become that person. The current version of you will cease to exist. It is a swap. You look at the happy version. He has a family. He has peace. But he does not have the drive that brought you here. He would not know how to save the person in the photograph. He lived a safe life. You need to be the dangerous version of yourself right now. You turn away from the glass. The reflection bangs on the surface. It wants to get out. You ignore it. That is going to haunt you later. You hurry toward the next sector. A sound of ticking fills the air. It is rhythmic and loud. You are entering the district of the clockwork vendor. Clocks of every shape hang from the ceiling. Some have 13 hours. Some run backward. An automaton stands behind a counter. It is made of brass and gears. It is polishing a pocket watch. It looks up as you approach. Its eyes are camera lenses. It zooms in on you. It offers you 5 minutes. You can buy 5 minutes of time from your past. You can go back and say the thing you didn't say. You can turn left instead of right, but the cost is steep. For every minute you gain, you lose a year of your future. 5 minutes for 5 years. That is a terrible exchange rate. The economy is in shambles, but you consider it. 5 minutes could change everything. You could stop the accident. You could save them. But you don't know if 5 minutes is enough. What if you fail again? Then you have lost 5 years for nothing. The automaton waits. Its gears whir softly. It holds out the watch. You reach for it. Your hand trembles. You pull back. The risk is too high. You need a sure thing, not a gamble. You leave the ticking behind. The sound fades as you move deeper. You are getting closer to the heart of the market. You come to a large stone podium. A book floats above it. The book is the size of a door. The pages turn by themselves. This is the Siren's ledger. Names are written in ink that glows. A woman stands beside it. She has wings, but they are made of paper. She holds a quill. She asks if you want to sign. Signing puts your name in the lottery for a miracle. One winner is chosen every cycle. The winner gets their heart's desire. The losers pay a fee. The fee is a cherished memory. You watch a man sign his name. The ink turns red. He looks confused. Then he looks blank. He forgot his mother's name. He wanders away looking lost. The paper-winged woman looks at you. She holds out the quill. It is tempting, a chance for a total fix, but the odds are against you. You are not lucky. You never have been. You prefer to earn your victory. You decline the lottery. She shrugs and turns the page. You hear shouting ahead. It sounds like an auction. You push through a crowd of tall aliens. You see a stage. A spotlight shines on a glass case. Inside is a small glowing orb. The auctioneer is a frantic little goblin. He is shouting numbers. The crowd is going wild. They are bidding years of service. The orb contains a second chance at love. The bidding is fierce. A large warrior offers 50 years of servitude. A slender elf offers a century. It is heartbreaking. These people are desperate. You wonder what happened to them. You wonder if they are like you. You feel a pang of sympathy, but you cannot help them. You have your own mission. You skirt the edge of the auction. The goblin bangs his gavel, sold to the warrior. The crowd groans. The warrior looks relieved. He grabs the case and runs. You hope it is worth it. You move into a darker section of the market. The air is hot here. It smells of sulfur and iron. You are at the forge of futures. Sparks shower down like rain. Massive anvils line the walls. Smiths are hammering away, but they are not hitting metal. They are hitting raw probability. It looks like swirling gray mist. With each strike, the mist takes shape. You see a sword that strikes true. You see a shield that never breaks. A smith notices you. He is covered in soot. He wipes his forehead. He asks if you want to forge a new destiny. You can pound out the dents in your timeline. You can reshape your character flaws. You can temper your spirit. It is hard work. You have to wield the hammer yourself. He hands you a heavy mallet. You weigh it in your hands. It feels good, solid. You approach an anvil. You place your fear on the metal surface. It looks like a dark knot. You swing the hammer. Clang. The knot loosens. You swing again. Clang. It is therapeutic. You could stay here all day, just smashing your problems. But you cannot fix everything with a hammer. Some things require a delicate touch. You thank the smith and hand back the tool. You feel a little lighter, a little stronger. You are ready for the final leg of the journey. You walk toward a massive archway. It is guarded by a silent sentinel. This is the Guardian's test. You cannot buy your way past this one. You have to prove you are worthy. The Guardian is a suit of armor. It is empty inside. It draws a sword. The blade hums with energy. You draw your blaster. Wait. No weapons allowed. You holster it. This is a test of will. The Guardian steps forward. You stand your ground. You do not flinch. The sword swings toward your neck. You stare into the empty helmet. You accept your fate. The blade stops an inch from your skin. The air crackles. The Guardian lowers the weapon. You passed. You showed no fear. Or maybe you were just frozen. Either way counts. The Guardian steps aside. The archway opens. A path of light appears on the ground. This is the lantern's path. It cuts through the chaos of the market. It leads to the center. You follow the light. The noise of the bazaar fades. The stalls disappear. It is just you and the path. You feel a sense of calm. The anxiety in your chest loosens. You are close now. You can feel it. You reach into your pocket. You pull out the photo. You look at the face of the one you lost. You promise them it will be okay. You are going to fix it. You reach the end of the path. There is a simple wooden desk. Behind it sits a man. He looks ordinary. He is wearing a cardigan. He is sipping tea. He looks like a librarian. This is the final vendor. He smiles warmly. He knows why you are here. He gestures to the chair opposite him. You sit down. The chair is comfortable. He asks to see the photo. You hand it to him. He looks at it with sad eyes. He says it is a tragedy. He says he can help. He can send you back. He can put you in the moment before the accident. You can push them out of the way. You can save them. But there is a price. Of course there is. The price is your memory of them. If you save them, you will not know them. You will be strangers. They will live, but they will not be yours. You will pass them on the street and feel nothing. You stare at the man. That is a cruel bargain. To save them, you have to lose them. It is a paradox. You think about it. You think about their smile. You think about the way they laughed at your bad jokes. If you do this, that is all gone. But they will be alive. They will breathe. They will have a future, even if you are not in it. Is that enough? Is your love selfless enough? You look at the man. You nod. You say yes. The man smiles. It is a sad smile. He hands you a contract. You sign it. The world begins to blur. The market fades. The man fades. The darkness takes you. You feel a sensation of falling. Then you feel nothing. You wake up with a gasp. You are in your bed. Sunlight is streaming through the window. You are sweating. Your heart is racing. You sit up. You look around. It's your apartment. It's messy. There are dirty dishes in the sink. It looks normal. You feel a strange emptiness in your chest, like you forgot something important. You get up and walk to the window. You look out at the street. People are walking by. You see a face. It is familiar. A person is walking a dog. They look up. They lock eyes with you. You feel a spark, a sense of recognition. But you cannot place them. They smile and wave. You wave back. You watch them walk away. You feel a tear roll down your cheek. You do not know why you are crying. You wipe it away. You turn back to the room. You have a busy day ahead. You need to fix that landing gear. You need to buy groceries. Life goes on. You feel a strange sense of peace. You walk to the kitchen. You make coffee. It tastes terrible. You laugh. It is a good day. You are alive. The sun is shining. You have a second chance at today, and that is enough. You take a sip and watch the steam rise. The market is gone, but the trade was real. You are the architect of your new dawn. You grab your jacket. You head out the door. The galaxy is waiting. There are new stars to see, new mistakes to make. You are ready. You step into the light, and you do not look back.